Go away. All right, so let's just jump right into it. So our goals for this episode are to transport those cows and bring them here and make a temporary cow farm because we need a lot of leather for the bookshelves around the enchanting table. And then we're going to try to make an automatic sugarcane farm, just a temporary one, again, for the pages, for the books, for the bookshelves, for the enchanting table. And then we want to plan the entrance of our base a little bit and see how we want to do it. Really quickly, my idea was I want to have some pillars coming down, some like thick, maybe probably 2 wide pillars, even though I don't like building in even numbers, but 3 might be just too thick. So unless we did it spread out further, I want some pillars holding this up, made from like stone brick, and then we'll have pillars going down into the cave because we want to have a huge hole, like cave that like snakes down deep into the caves. That way you can fly an elytra through there and it'll look really cool. But then we'll be flying past pillars and everything also, which would be pretty neat, I think. Also, we do have a name for this area, which is the Grotto. So thank you for that suggestion. It was between the Traveler's Fountain and the Grotto, and I just flipped a coin pretty much. But yeah, so now we can have like little areas. So whenever I do like a transition between 2 places or I'm walking back to a place, I can have like a name stuck on the wall or something. Well, I'll probably have it done, or I'll do like a little clip to show you guys. So yeah, I think that adds a little bit, and it'll be kind of cool to do that sort of stuff, and also get you guys involved in the like actually seeing your names and stuff in the videos. And I think that'll be really cool, just to be able to fly through, have it like stuck on the wall, and then you see, oh, we're at the Grotto, or we're going from the Grotto to point B or something like that. I think it'll be really cool. Also, we do have a name. Oh, I have bad news. The pickaxe that I made, I died yesterday. I was going mining and I died. And I actually got the pickaxe back, but then I was looking for some more cows, like just out in the world to see if there was some closer, which I did find some. And I fell to my death. And I got my stuff back again, but I didn't realize that I didn't pick up my pickaxe. And I looked, I was like, maybe I didn't bring it. So this is actually our second pickaxe. The last one barely got any use. But we do have a name. It's a name and sword combination that I really like. I need to make an anvil really quick. So yeah, this is all the stuff I got when I went mining, pretty much. Not too much. I got up to 16 diamonds. It was a bit more, but I crafted another pickaxe and a sword, and I think I just might make just diamond armor and just say forget it with the mob drop challenge. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do it anyway, but you know. Okay, so I made an anvil. Okay, so we made an anvil, and I made a little spot for it. Oh, that's loud. Okay, so the pickaxe name is just going to be called Pick. Now, it seems kind of boring with just that, but then we have the sword name, which is Swordy. And now if we put them together, we have Pick and Swordy. And that is a play off of the show Rick and Morty, if you guys are fans of it. And I thought that was pretty funny and pretty clever, so I really like those 2 names. So thank you very much for the suggestion there. But yeah, now to get the cows, here's what we're going to be doing. Because I absolutely hate transporting cows. Or any animal for that matter. I hate like having wheat. And speaking of which, I need to grab this. I hate having wheat and having them follow you, but then they lose interest. And then you have to like wait for them to be interested in the wheat again. It's just really annoying. So what I'm going to be doing is, I already have the materials. We're going to be going to the Nether. And this is actually going to be another 2 birds, 1 stone, because I need to go to the Nether for quartz. Because I was looking at how to make the observer block so we can make an automatic sugarcane farm. And it needs a piece of quartz. So we need to do that. And then also, I'm going to transport the cows through the Nether because I'm sure most of you know, but for every 1, I think I might be wrong. For every 1 block that you walk in the Nether, It's like you travel 8 blocks in the overworld where we're at now. So what you can do is make a portal here, and then we can make a portal where we need to go, which I have the coordinates, where the cows are. We'll make a portal there, and then there'll be 2 separate portals in the nether, but it'll be 8 times shorter the distance to travel in the nether. So we're definitely going to do that, and it's just going to make my life a lot easier. If it depends on the distance, but if it's in the nether, if it's pretty short in the nether, I might just grab some wheat and have them walk through the portal. If not, I'm going to put them in a minecart and then make a railway and then send them on through that way. So I'm going to go to sleep and start a new day. And then I'm going to start making the portal and figuring out the coordinates in the nether and everything. Let's go through and get these coordinates, and then we're going to go to the cows and make another portal over there. But I might get the quartz really quick first. Hopefully it's not a terrible spawn. We spawned directly... Oh, come on. Come on. Directly on a fortress? Are you kidding? That's really cool, but then that kind of sucks. Because I didn't make my gear yet. And I already got those things attacking me. Okay, there's some right over here. Oh, that's so cool that we have a fortress right here. It doesn't look very big. But it would be cool that we can like make a... I know there is ways to, and it takes like a lot of work. But making a wither farm, that would be awesome. Really? There was only one? But yeah, that would be awesome to make a wither farm like directly from our base. We can just pop in, boom, there it is. Or any types of farms. Oh, this is cool. Okay, so I think this might work instead, actually. So I got the coordinates where the cows were, and then I divided them by 8, and then I'm going to make a portal in here at those coordinates, the ones that I divided by. So it needs to be 2, and then it needs to be positive 60. So I'm going to have to dig this way. So we're pretty much perfect this way, but I'm going to need to build... So, man, I gotta go over this. What is that? Is that a new block? Okay, now I gotta go look at this. Magma. That's what this is. Okay, how does this work? Does it like hurt if I touch it? Yes. Can you mine it? You can. This could be really useful. Because you could use this for like a mob farm or something to like automatically kill them, right? Or does it not work like that? If so, that would be really, really cool. I wonder if it like... Oh, I can't test it here. I was curious if you put water on it, if it would still do the damage, because then you could, I don't know, you could set up like a really cool little system, and it doesn't look like items burn on it. This is really cool. You could do some really cool stuff with this, mainly with mob farms, actually, but yeah. Okay, I think I have enough of this. Okay, so let's see if this actually made it in the correct spot. I really, really hope so, because it's gonna make things a lot easier. I just can't believe how far away these cows were. The other day when I was looking for them to make the enchanting table, I literally spent 40 minutes to find cows. I knew exactly how long. Okay, maybe the y-axis mattered a little bit, but we can break this one and remake it above, and it should be okay. Okay, so I made a huge mistake. So I dug up to the top of that area that we were just at, and there was no cows anywhere to be seen. And the terrain was completely different. And I realized that it was supposed to be negative. On the z-axis, it was supposed to be negative 60, not positive 60. So we just dug this huge tunnel for no reason. And the new spot that we need to make the portal is right here. And there's the other one right there. Yep. So it got a lot easier, so that's good. So now we don't have to make a minecart system or anything. But yeah, that was a little bit of a waste of time. I should have looked at that. When I wrote it down on my little notepad, I wrote just 60. I forgot to do the negative. Okay, now let's see if this one works. It definitely should. And let's hope. This is looking better. There they are. Okay. Good, and I had a creeper blow up here. And there's my boat. Oh, get out of here, please. So now it should be safe to go through, and I should be able to lead them through. The parrots and the bats. Oh, I get it. The birds and the bees. Done. We now have cows. And that's exactly, boom, one thing done off of our whatever the heck it's called. Our goals. And now we need to make an automatic sugarcane farm, and that should be pretty easy. I just want like a really basic one. I've said 100 times. Okay, man, I'm super excited. That was a lot easier than I was expecting. So now let's see how many we want. I think maybe like 15 just to really get it going. Should be okay. I really want to just get the enchanting going, because then it's just going to be a lot easier, because then we can enchant our stuff, and then we can actually, we'll be spending less time. Like, say if I have to dig out a huge area, if I can get an efficiency 4 or 5 pickaxe, then we're good. I don't have to spend as much time digging. And that's what I want to do right now. Just get enchanted. Mainly just an enchanted pick is all I care about. Okay, I'm just going to make one really quick and just do a really quick experiment. So say if we have this here, and then one grows right here, just instantly farms it. Okay, so it's temporary. So it's very ugly, but it's done. So how it works. So we have block update detectors on top, a little bit of redstone line going just back one. I'll show you the wiring in a second. It's very simple. I had to alternate it. I'll explain why in a second. But whenever the sugarcane grows up to the very top of the update switch, it pushes the sugarcane out, and it falls directly on the block underneath of it. And then how we collect it, I'll actually wait here for a second to see if any of them will grow. That took a lot longer than I was expecting. Okay, so now we'll wait for the minecart. And you'll see those items disappear. Okay, so now those get dropped off. So I'm going to show the wiring back here really quickly. It's very simple, but I did have to alternate it. So, oops. So here's the wiring. So it's just block update, detector, redstone, and the redstone runs into the piston. But then I had to alternate it with a repeater going into a block with another piece of redstone here. The reason being is because, let's grab this. Say if this redstone was right here, it's going to connect. And then when this activates, it'll, like, say if one grows in this top right one, all 3 of these would activate then. So we had to separate it. I mean, it wasn't that big of a deal, but it was kind of annoying because I had them all linked. So when one of them went off, they all went off. And it was just, I don't know. Plus, it's temporary. We can always tear it down. And we're going to be tearing it down eventually. But, I mean, we can get all these, like, the repeaters and stuff back. So it's not too big of a deal. I figured may as well just make them. I have them. Oh, there it goes. I have them and we can reuse them later. Okay, and then this is how we collect everything. So underneath, like directly underneath the blocks that the sugarcane is on, we have a minecart with a hopper in it running along the track. And then I think because the minecart, normally a hopper can't suck an item through a full block. But if for some reason, if it's on a minecart, it can. And I think it's just because the rail bumps the minecart up a little bit. So the detection is just a little bit higher than a regular hopper. I don't know exactly, but that's just what I've assumed. So it can actually suck items directly through the dirt block, and then, or any block. Then we go through, run along here. I'll wait till it passes. It's probably gonna bump into me. Oh, we'll just cut through here. And then we have it drop into a chest right here. And then whenever there's items inside the hopper, we have a comparator here detecting whenever items are inside this the hopper. It sends a signal to turn off this rail, so the minecart will stop, or it'll stop directly on here. So I might be able to show you guys really quick. There we go. So now it's unloading all the sugarcane from this hopper into this hopper into this chest. So now when the hopper is empty, it'll get power again and send the cart on its way. All right, I think that's going to be it for this episode. I think we got a good amount done. We didn't really get to plan the entrance too much, but I did have the idea, you know, like having the thick pillars come down, and then that's going to be like kind of the style, I guess. Maybe a little bit of overgrown feel. I like to do that, but then mix it with more stone brick and maybe some lava for lighting. And I did have an idea as a challenge, but I'll discuss that in a later episode. It's going to be a little bit more redstone-y, but it'll be easy, but it's just a goofy little idea. So anyway, the next episode, I had a little bit of an idea. I would like to, one, finish the enchanting table. Get all the sugarcane and the cows harvested, the leather for the leather, and make the full enchanting table. And then I would like to find, if I can, I would like to find a mob spawner and then build a mob grinder. It's quite a bit to do, you know, a lot of digging and all that sort of stuff. If I can even find a mob spawner, who knows? And if I can do those things fairly quickly, it all depends on how much time I have. I would also like to build an automatic fishing farm, just to get extra books and enchanted items and all that sort of stuff, name tags for that sort of stuff. So those are the 4 things that I would like to do, if they're possible. I don't really know.